Welcome to this new class. In the last class, we discussed about the rank and nullity of a matrix. This class, we introduced the system of linear equations. So, system of linear equations means we have just is a first is natural questions. Why do we study system of equation? A system of equation, simultaneous linear equation, is a fundamental tool in mathematics. It has a various applications for using the such a system is widely used to model and solve problems in mathematics, physical science, social science, and biological science. In biological science, we use some models, and by models solving this model solving by the writing in the equation form, and then we try to solve the solutions in this form. Also is wide application in the engineering, solving the equations of circuits and all these things. We use this system of linear equations. Okay, so this means application to solve the real world problems that can be represented by a linear relationship. To simplify, analyze problems related to vector space and linear transformation. Hence, studying system of linear equation is essential for understanding the structure and behavior of linear models across the disciplines. So, we use various this equations. System equation is application is data analysis, application in the quantum mechanics, application in the we using the chemistry, we using the application in the cryptography and coding theory also, as well as these things. Okay, so now just we start with a very simple example, and this is elementary examples. That means for a 60 marks test, we have a 15 question asked for in this test, and this test is consists of two types of questions. Is a short answer type, short questions. This means each question carries 3 marks each, and if you have another set of is a long questions worth of 6 marks each. Now the question is how many short questions are there in the test. So total 60 marks question is in the test. We have a 15 question is given, and these 15 question is divided consist of the short answer worth of 3 marks each and long answer worth of 6 marks each. Then we have to find how many short answer questions are there. So that means the question is basically in this is 60 mark test. There are 15 questions in total. The test consists of the short answer type questions, and then we can say that this is the 3 marks each, and then we have to long answer type question worth of 6 marks each. So that means we can say that we have a all the questions in short answer type questions. We divided this into the form of linear equations, and in the equations we can just assign a short answer questions is equal to x, long answer question is equal to, we have to assign some value for y. So just take x is the number of short answer questions and y is the number of a long answer question. But we have to know that the totals is a question number is equal to, we have a 15. So this means we can say that x plus y is equal to 15. Also we have the equal short answer question is a 3 marks each. So this means total is a 3x. Long answer question answer as the form of a 6 marks each. So this means we can deduct plus 6x, and this is total marks is you have a 60. So we have a two system of equation. We have a 3x plus 6y is equal to, we have a 60, and then the question is asking about the how many short answer questions. So we have the number of a short answer question is equal to, we have to ask the x, what is the value for x. That means we have these two system equations and try to solve these equations by eliminating all these things. So this means we have to divide whole, this is equal to x, this can be 2y is equal to, we have a 20, and then we have these two equation, x plus y is equal to, we have a 15, we have x plus 2y is equal to, we have 20. If we have subtracting these two equations, then we get minus y is equal to minus 5, means y is equal to, we have a 5, but we need a x is equal to, so we have a x plus y is equal to 15, then we have a y x is equal to, we can say that simply we have x is equal to 15 minus y, and this is equal to 15 minus 5 is equal to 10. So, this means that number of a short answer question is equal to 10. If we take the solution of 3 into 10 plus we have a 5 6 into 5, so we have a 30 plus 30 is equal to 60. This means each of the questions is equal marks. We have a 30 marks for the question of a short answer type question and 30 marks for the question of a long answer type questions. So, this means we can say that we can solve this problem by using this problem can write in the form of a equation. So, this means we can try to write the equation into this form. So, this means I just said that is the total questions x plus y is equal to 15, 3x plus y is the total marks we have to assign into this form. Now, we have to this can be written in the just write x plus 2y, and now we have to subtracting these. So, this means we can say that y is equal to 5, and similarly we can say that by y is equal to 5 you have x is equal to 10. So, the total number of a short answer question is 10 and the total long answer question is equal to 5. So, this is the complete the solution of this problem. Okay, so now this is what is the linear system of equation in one variables. So, we have to define a linear equation in later on, but we have to take a look how can say with a one solution, or how can we say that is a two solutions of the system of equations. So, this means we have two equations are there. First, we try to eliminate the y from the second equation with the help of the first equation. So, we can write in the form of this, we can write if we are adding these two equations, second equation with the first equation. So, 5x plus y is we have to leave as it is 3. If we add these two equations, then we clearly say that y is cancelled out, then you have a 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and then you have a 7 of x is equal to, you have a this is equal to 7, and then now we have a next step, we have to divide this second equation based by 1 by 7 multiplied by 1 by 7. So, this can be written as again 5x plus y is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1. Now, we have to substitute the value for x is equal to 1 into the equation number 1. So, we getting y is equal to 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. Then you have to say that y is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to, you have a 1 and 1 minus 2, and that is only the solution of this system of equation. So, just we can say that we have to eliminating the we can eliminate y from the second equation, add first equation to the second equation, and then we have to dividing all those things we just said into this form, x is equal to 1. And now, we see that the point this is the 1 and minus 1 is the only solution of this system of equation, x is equal to 1 minus, there is no other way we can just say that. So, we see that 1 and minus 2 is the only solution to the system of equation, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 2, this solution. Now, we try to find the geometrically there are the two lines intersecting. This means we can say that if we have a two equations are there, then we can if you find into the xy plane, then you can say that if we have to writing these two equation, then you have if you have a x y is equal to 0, then x is equal to, you have a somewhere is equal to 2, and also you have a x is equal to 2, then we can say that y is equal to 0 here, x is equal to, you have 3 by 5. So this is somewhere, and if x is equal to 0 is equal to y is equal to, you have a minus 4. So, this is equal to minus 4, we can say that, and this is the line we can say that this is the line for x, this is the line is equal to, you have a 2x, this is the line we can say that clearly is a 2x minus y is equal to 4, and here x is equal to we have if x is equal to 0, so y is equal to somewhere is equal to, we have a 3 is here. So, we have this line we have for the example this is the line we have a equation is this equation is equal to 5x plus y is equal to 3. Then this is the point where these 2 points are intersection point is this is nothing but is equal to, we can say that 1 and minus 2, this is the point, then these two lines is intersecting at a point only this, that means this system has only one solution, and that solution is called as a unique solution, and this is the solution of this linear system equation. Okay, just this is what I have just said, that this is a red line. I show that is the form of a 2x minus y is equal to 4. This blue line I show that is a for 5x plus y is equal to, we have a 3 is going to somewhere, this is 2, that because this is we have 2 x is equal to 0, y is equal to y is equal to x is equal to 0, the y is equal to 3, somewhere is going to upper, this somewhere is, this is 3, is this line is meeting at this 3 point. Okay, so now this is the way we can just represent, geometrically represent as a unique solution. That means we simply say that this unique solution means we have a single point where this equation is intersect. So this means 2 lines or 3 lines or 4 equations are intersecting at a point and a single point, then we can say that the system has a unique solution. Okay, now we try to another example. We have a, like for this example, this means this system has a no solution. We can say that if you see, first we try to geometrically, if you see, we can see that x plus x y is equal to 0, so x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. So this is the line for, you can say that this is, you have a x plus y is equal to 1, and then you have a x y is equal to 0, then x is equal to, you have a x is equal to 3. So this is you have a 1, so this is somewhere is equal to x is equal to 3, and then we have a y is also 3, somewhere is equal to 3. Then this is the line, we can say that this is the line, we can say that this is the equation of a 2x plus 2y is equal to 6, or we can say that x plus y is equal to 3. We have to just say that this means we can say that clearly these two lines is not intersecting at any point. These two lines is not intersect at any point. This means these two lines are the parallel lines. This means parallel lines, that means no intersection point is there, that means this system has a no solution. So we just say that first we eliminating method, first we multiplied the equation number 1 by 2, and then we can see these two equations are exactly the same equation. We have to system exists and multiplied equation 2, we obtain this, and now by this you can say that this if these two, this left hand side are equal and right hand side is equal to 2 and 6, and you can say that 2 and 6 is not 2 is equal to 6 is not possible, patiently absurd, and this means we can say that system of equation has a no solution. So we can say that simply we have such a system is there, then system has a no solution, means these two equation as the parallel lines is there. So this means geometrically we can say that the lines determined by the equation in this case are non-identical parallel lines, means both are the, this is the non-identical parallel lines are there, and this should the attempt to the to find a point of intersection. That means we cannot find a point of intersection at this question. So this means we can say that whenever system of equation is no solution, then all these are the parallels. Like this, I just said that blue one is x plus y is equal to 6, then 2x plus y is equal to 6 is the second one. This clearly we take a point 3 and 3, this cancel out, 1 and 1 is cancel, this is point. So this means these two lines are clearly the parallel of each other, and if these two lines are the parallel to each other, that means we can say that then the system has a no solution. Now another possibility is there, if this line shift to the same line, we can coincide these two lines, then we can say that the system has a system satisfies each and every point of the equation, and then if we satisfy each and every point of the equation, we say that the system has infinitely many solutions. So for example, we take this example. This is a system which has infinitely many so this means if we have to divide this equation multiplied by 1 by 4, so this is equal to 4x minus y is equal to, you have a 1, then you see these two equations are exactly the same equations are there. So that means this means both the equations are the same. So this means this is depend upon the y or x is equal to, you can say that x or we can say that y, in this case we can say that simply is equal to y can be written in the form of a 4x minus 1, and then if we substitute the value for every time for x, we get a new value for y. For example, if we take x is equal to 0, then y is equal to you have a minus 1, x is equal to you take a y 1, then y is equal to you have a 3, x is equal to you have a 2, then y is equal to you have a 4 2s are 8 minus 7, and so on, this way. So this means this is depend upon the value of x. Then every time we have a value for x, then we getting the new value for x. That means all this satisfy the equation for this where x is equal to 0 and y is equal to minus 1. This satisfy this equation. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 7 is also satisfy this equation. So this means we can say that we can say that simply is this is clearly is the solution as each and every line. So this means in this case the equation through formulate different representation the same line, it is clear entire line is the solution set of the system. Hence the system has a infinitely or many solutions. Geometrically, if you can see, we can say that the solution of this set is a 1 by 4 plus 1 by 14 into t, because this is this is not 1 by 4, this is only 1 by 4 t comma t. This is not. This is because x is can be written in the form of a we just take a, if you take a we take a y, sorry, is correct. If we take a y is equal to t, then 4x is equal to you have a t plus 1, then x is equal to you have a 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 t, then x is equal to 1 by 4 t, then t is equal to, this is the, hence the solution set is you have a this form clearly. And then by geometrically, if you want, I can say geometrically is this, these two clearly you see this is the blue lines we have a, and then dotted line red we have representing this means these two lines are coincide, and then we can say that whenever system has infinitely many solutions, then we can say that this system has only infinitely many solutions if these two lines are coincide or three lines are coincide each other. So we can say that the system has a infinitely many solution is exist. Okay, this is the basic. I just recall this. How can we find a unique solution? How we say that represent as a no solution, and how we can represent a geometrically also as a system has a infinitely many solution. Now let's define this example, and first we try to solve. This is not as a 2, we have 3 equations are there. So first we just try to eliminate one by one. So we have to multiply first equation by 4, and the second equation add the second equation and multiplied by equation number 4 by 2 and add to the second equation. If you have a multiplied by this 4 is equal to 0, then 4y is equal to you have a minus y, and then you have a this first equation is as it is. First equation is not a change. We have x plus y plus z is equal to 4, and now we have to multiply this equation by 4 and adding this is the next equation. So this is eliminate. So this is 4y, and we have a 4y minus 5 is equal to you have a minus ka y, and plus ka you have a 4z, and plus 2z is equal to you have a 6z, and then you have a 4 4s are 16. And now next time what we do, we have to multiply the equation number 1 by 2 and then is add by this is the second one. So again 0. So this 2 plus 3 is equal to 5y, and then plus is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3z is equal to you have a 8 and 19 is equal to this form. So this means we can write into this form minus y plus 6z, 5y plus 3z is equal to 19 minus x plus y plus z is equal to 4. And then what we did next time, we have to eliminate y from here by these two, and then we can try to multiply this equation by 5 and adding with this equation number 3rd. Then what you get, you have a minus x plus y minus z plus z is equal to 4, and now minus y plus 6z is equal to 16. Now we have to multiply with this equation number 5 and adding this. So this is cancel out. Then you have a 30, and then you have a divide 30 and 30 and 3 you have a 33. Z is equal to you have a 80 and 99, you have 99, then we have to just say that z is equal to, you have 11. If substitute z is equal to 11 in the above equation, we get the y, substitute the 11x and yz, we get into this form. So, this is equal to, we have this. Now, if you multiply 30, then z is equal to, you have 3. Now, we have to eliminating the y also from the second equation, and then we can just substitute the value for this. So, this means we have to multiply the third equation by 1 and added it to the first equation, multiply minus 6, and this means we have to eliminate the z from these two equations. So, this is clearly we have to multiply it by this is equal to add this minus 1 and then add this. So, we have eliminating the z from here. So, x minus x is x minus y. So, this is minus x plus y is equal to minus z minus 3. So, this is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So, this is equal to this. Now, is here we have to multiply this is equal by 6 and subtract this. So, you have a minus y, and then you have a plus 6 minus y is equal to minus 2 and z is equal to this. Then again we try to eliminate y from here by the first equation, multiplied this equation by minus 1 and adding with the second equation. Add the second equation or just add the second equation, we have to just cancel out. So, this is minus x is equal to minus 1, and then we have a minus y is equal to minus 2, and this, that is x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 and z is equal to 3. This is the solution of this system equation if we have to eliminating x, y, z. This is not the way we have to just also we can write this, we can also eliminate any one of them. So, first what we do, we have to remain the first equation as it is, and then in the second and third equation, first we try to remove this term is x from here, and then next step what we have to do, if we have a second this equation, then with the help of this equation we remove from the y from this equation, and then in the end with the when we have this system, then with the help of this z we have to remove z here, and also in the next step we go to this. So, we have to getting this. Now, with the second equation we have to remove the y into the first equation, and this is equal to, we get the solution. Other way is one more thing is give, we have a z is equal to here, then we substitute value. So, z is equal to here, we getting a y from here, and you have a y and z are there. So, substitute y z here, and then we can get the x is also from here. By the, this is the back substitution. We study the detail into in the next class. Okay, so now what is a linear equation? Linear means by a linear equation we mean an equation of the form a1 x1 a2 x2 a n xn is equal to b, where a1 a2 a n are and b are the constant, and x1 x2 xn are the quantities to be determined or variables is called. So, xi is called is the variables of this. The number of ai is called the coefficients of xi, coefficient of xi in the equation. So, this means this is any real number a1 a2 a n, and b are the constant, means any coefficients of related to this variables xi, and this equation written in the form of clearly this is the linear, and the linear word means we have only the linearity, satisfy the linearity condition, means we can clearly say that linear equation do not contain the product. That means we cannot say that a1 x1 x2 is not a linear, because this is a we can say that is the power of this x degree is equal to 2, but in linear equation is only the power of this, because if we take a product of these two, this is not a linear. If for example, if we take x square plus by is equal to some c, this clearly this is a not a linear. Why? If we take a x1 plus x2 ka whole square plus y1 plus y2 is equal to c, then you can see that if variable this is square is clearly this is not satisfy the linearity condition. So, in the linear equation means we have all the powers of this variable should be 1. So, degree of this is equal to powers of this is equal to only 1, and the multiplied by the constant. So, linear equation means clearly we can say that do not contain the products, reciprocals or other functions. This means reciprocals means if you have write 1 upon x, this is clearly not, because x to the power minus 1, and then we can say this again is not a linear. condition is satisfied. So this means we have a linear equation do not contain product, reciprocals, and all the other functions variables, exponential functions, trigonometric functions. So this means the variables occurs only in the first power and are multiple of the constant. This means these all variables are only the one power, and this is the multiplied by any constant, not the multiplied by the variables or any functions. Okay, for example, we have just x minus y, z. This is not. This is the product of two variables. This means clearly we can say that is a non-linear. Okay, so we can say that this is a non-linear equation clearly, because because this is non-linear, because this is the x and y. This is the product of a two. Now this is this is whole. So this means we can say that this is clearly we can say that remove. This is root 2x, and this is clearly this is, I just forget, this is square root for x also. Yes, it's complete. This is again is not linear, because this is nothing but this is equal to root 2x in this form. So this root 2x pi by 4 y is no problem here, but that here is a root 2x. This is power of x is not equal to 1, because here is x to the power 1, 2x to the power 1 by 2. So this means this is not a power 1. Here again this is clearly you can x over y. This means x y to the power minus 1 is product of a 2. Again we can say that is a variable. So this clearly is again this is not a linear. So we can say that this equation is also is not a linear equation. Now for example, if we take a sin x, and this sin x is not a again this due to this, or you can say that this is a 2 to the power z. So this means clearly this is again is not linear. Now see this equation, here is the power of x1, y is 1, this is constants are this here, this is 9, then it's clearly this is a linear equation. So we can say that this equation is a linear, and then this is clearly because all the variables appearing as a degree of a 1 power 1. Now I just change here, this is the example exactly the same example, but here I remove the this in this example I take this x whole square root, but here I take a root 2x, but root x is outside, then pi by 4y, then this is equal to sin pi by z. Then here we have to just say that these all are the variables are single variables, then we can say that this is clearly is a linear equation. Now this is again we can say that this variables x and appear is only the power of x is 1. This is the some constants, the 4 minus 6 point minus 6. So this in the decimals is written in the form. Then we can say that clearly again these are the again this is the example of a linear equation. Now this one x1, x2, x2, xn, and this is again all of them is a coefficient is equal to 1, and this is equal to constants are all the constants are equal to 1, and then we can say that clearly this is again one of the example of a linear equation. So this is again a linear. Here I just already mentioned this is a mistake. This should be equal to this form 2 times of x. Okay, so this means these are the examples. We can this means clearly we can say that if we have a system of equation is a linear if the variables appear into the only the single one, not in the product, not in the division, and not in the function form, anything is this. So this means we can say clearly is a linear equation is simply all the variables appear in the degree 1. Okay, so now what is the solution of this linear equation? How can find the solution of this? We have this, suppose we have a x1, x2, xn is a system of this is a linear equation, and the solution of this equation means we have to find n tuples real numbers s1, s2, sn such that this satisfy E is this equation in means if we can say that if we substitute x1 is equal to s1, x2 is equal to s2, xn is equal to xn, then this satisfy this equation. This is also giving equal to B, and if this means if we have to say that this we have a system of this linear equation, whatever solution is there, this solution satisfies this equation itself, then we can say that these are the points, these what are the points we have to choose in. If these points satisfy this equation itself, then we can say that this is the solution of this linear equation. Okay, so for example, if we take these three variables is there, these are the clearly this is a linear equation. Why? Because x1, x2, x3 and x4 all are its variable, and then this is the only variables is there. For example, if we take I take a x1 is equal to, we take a x1 is equal to, I take a 4, and x2 is equal to 0, x3 is equal to 0, x4 is equal to 0. Now see, if we take I take a 4 0 0 0. Now clearly this satisfy or not. I just check 2 into 4 minus 0 into 1 into constant is equal to 1 into 0 plus 3 into 0 plus 10 into 0, and whatever this is equal to 4 to the 8 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 8. This satisfies this equation. That means clearly we can say that this is one of the solution of this equation. Also, if we take a 0 minus 8 and 0 and 0 is also another solution. Why? Because if we take 2 into 0, then we have a minus 1 into minus 8 plus 3 into 0 plus 10 into 0. This is equal to 0 minus minus plus 8 plus 0 is equal to 8. Means this also satisfies this solution of this equation. If we can say that similarly we can say also find the other solution also where with this satisfies the set of equations where this is the we can say that this the solution of this. We can choose another value for this, where we can just say that we can say that x is equal to, you have to take a x1 is equal to, we have to take a 4, and then x2 is equal to, we take a 6, x3 we take is equal to 2. Then this is, we can say that 4 6 2 and 0. This is also one of the solution. Why is one of the solution? We just take a 2 into 4 minus 6 plus 3 into 2 and plus 10 into 0. This is equal to 8 minus 6 plus 0, and this is equal to again giving a 8 is there. So this means clearly this is another one of the solution is there. This means we have to write 3 different solution. One is that we can take a we take a 4, and then you have a 4 0 0 0 is the one of the solution. You can say that 0 minus 8 0 0 is the solution. I just take a 4 6 2 0 is also the solution. Similarly, we can find the other solution also. If we take a x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to, we take a 2, x3 is equal to, we take a 0, x4 taking is equal to 1 is again is a solution. Why is again is a solution? We take a 2 into 0 minus 2 and plus 3 into 0 plus 10 into 1. So we just take a minus 2 plus 10 is equal to 8. So this means you can say that this is also the one of the solution of this. So that I just write you have a 4 different types of solutions are here. So this means we can say that I just take these 2 are the solution. Then clearly we can say that this also the other solution. I just already explained you the other solution is the form of I just take a we take a 4 4 6 4 6 we have to take a 2 0, and another we take a 0 2 0 and 1. This is another solution. So these are this way we can say we can find the different types of a solution. All this are the possible solution of this system of equations. So now I have to stop today's lecture at this point. In the next class, if we have a linear equations, now we try to more than one linear equation, and then we have to call this equations are the system of equations. If we have a 2 equation, 3 equations, and so on. So if we write more than one equations are there involving the same set of variables, this called is a system of equations. So we have to discuss in the next class about the system of equations, system of m equation with n variables, and how to find the solution of these systems, and also discuss some properties of this in the next class. Thank you very much for this class.